In continuing the theme of living in the question from a few days ago, maybe a couple days ago, I'm going to be sharing, because on that same website where I was talking about it from last time, Quantum Torah, which is by Alexander Poltorak, there's low frequencies, which are long wavelengths. Light behaves like waves, whereas high frequencies, short wavelengths, light behaves more like particles. So when it's like this, high frequency, it's happening a lot in a short space, it becomes more like dense, versus low frequencies, right, behaves more like waves. So it's not to say you're a low vibration, it's just like, an insult. It's to say low frequency, look, it only went up like one time in this whole range that I have here, right, versus a high frequency goes like this. So it becomes like, so sometimes it's like we think having all the answers, being in this high frequency, is the right way, but sometimes we could imagine that there's only one answer every so often, but it's like a deeper, bigger answer. So I'm going to practice, living in the question. And the reason is, it says that when there's merit in the land, the woman will be as the man. This is like a Kabbalistic, handed down, I was going to say mouth to mouth, but like teacher to student kind of idea, which is like the womb man. Womb, W-O-M-B, womb, like the womb. Womb man is a man with a womb. So his self that has the womb. It was like God took Adam and Eve and took the womb out into a body, and it became a woman. And that's where we have automatic dignity. So when the woman will not exactly have it's not like she won't have the womb, but it will be like the womb will be as the man. It means like having the womb will not make the woman be treated as any less, or as even not less, but as any more hollow in a sense. Like that the fact that it's at a different frequency doesn't mean that it's not as strong just because it's not happening as a high frequency, like a dense matter. So anyway, these are some questions we can live in. Will anyone ever be happy I exist? Will anyone ever be excited to see me? Will I ever love myself? Will I ever lose social awkwardness? Will I ever be calm and undistracted? Will my reactions become more natural? Will I ever not have to struggle to feel okay? Will there be someone who wants me around? Will there be someone who likes me for real? Will I ever get better? And these are questions we have to learn how to live in, because there are moments where we don't have the answer. And it doesn't help to spiritually bypass and jump and say, yes, of course, when we don't believe it. Because what is concealment? Concealment is of the center point, the power. It's like concealment is that illusion. Remember I talked about black holes, so like there's this sense of empty void, but actually if you remember, the whole everything that was sending out energy imploded and collapsed into a point. So there is a middle dot that can be shoved out the circle, and it can take up the space if left empty. It's like there's this there's this middle dot. Everything gets put into this middle dot of the circle, and it's concealed in that little dot, and it can take up the space it left empty. So like it starts to radiate into itself. That's the idea of woman being like the man. The womb collapses almost into itself as a dot, and then radiates out into the womb space it filled. So it's like it's outside, went inside, and then it's shown out. So that's the idea. We have to like tell ourselves. And so this is what I wrote to myself once. I'm an angel now. I sin so I can stay here and love people. All I have to do is love people. It's why I run away, because I feel afraid of not loving anyone and having no purpose. But then godliness presses into all the hosts, and lack of substance, taking up space, will be blasted away. Or any other energy I made arrangements with that can invade, like a landlord sometimes. God created the world by constricting. Taking up less space is making space. So, I'd like to share this. There was this day where I was feeling really poorly about myself, and I needed to get a lot of validation from loved ones. If you could tell, the theme here is about living in the question as a way of like using the empty void for our benefit. So there was a time where I didn't know what I was going to do, and I got guided. Oh, so there's two things here I'm sharing. One is when I was looking to Footsteps organization, I needed some advice, and this woman named Yomali worked there, and she helped me to figure out what I wanted to do, and I wanted to educate people. And I gave her a few ideas about like what topics. So she came up with something, and she told me, this is what I'm going to give you now. She said, remember, you're going to be designing a curriculum. You're going to be teaching and sharing these methods, mantras, body work with people at community centers, nonprofits, offering recreation and healing services, or even privately if you're planning on doing one-on-one work with folks. Envision a class you want to attend. Create the space for others seeking what you seek. So that's what my work is. So sometimes we need validation. So here I am, going to be reading a few pages of validation I got from loved ones. So living in the question as a way to invite, deeper validation. So what my friend Nick said was, what I love about you is I like your heart because you're a kind and caring person. You're the best friend I ever had in a while. And you're good at helping me and others. You're a considerate person with a blooming personality is what someone else told me. His name is Gregory. My friend Allison said, you're a very calm person, non-judgmental. My friend Shady said, you're positive, you encourage me, you're wise and non-judgmental, and I love that about you. And I love how you always send me spiritual stories, and you encourage me to make lists about things I'm proud of myself or thankful for. And my friend Lori, or also mentor at times, she says, I love your sensitivity, I love your essence of being, I love your way of living your life and your devotion to truth and the goodness and the goddess, Shrina. I love you, you're a valued member of the tribe of humans, and you're beautiful inside and out. My sister Chana said that I'm very generous. My close friend, and she ran the school I was in called Sophia, her name is Basi, she said, I love your deep wisdom, the sensitivity of your perceptions, your commitment to truth, and to coming back to it over and over from new angles. I respect how you work on growing constantly. I love the rawness and fragility combined with strength, passion, and power that is you. I love your easy laughter and how you're not afraid of feeling. You're a beautiful package. I also very much appreciate your creativity and unique style of thinking a lot. You're a beautiful person. My friend Chaim said, I love how calm you are. You're so much zen. Arija said, in physical appearance, I love your eyes, smile, and whole face that shows purity and humbleness. About inner qualities, I love your insight, your ability to understand and see through the words. I love your giving nature. I love your knowledge. My friend Shmuley said, you're authentic. I want to take out your grandmother. He's trying to make me laugh. It's like a joke he made up. You work on yourself a lot. Your friend is chill. He tried to make me laugh. It's like, it's not quite a compliment when you say your friend is, but it is. Friends, right? Similar. So my grandma's good vibes. My friend is chill. Yeah. Menachem, my friend, said, I love your personality and you're a beautiful woman. My sister Mishka said, your creativity in many forms of art and photography and sense of humor. My mother said, you have a lot of knowledge in many different areas and you give praise to all of us. My brother Levi said, you buy us presents. You're a great aunt to my kids and you're enthusiastic about things. My friend Mushki said, your passion, your sense of humor, your creativity, your big heart. And a mentor and friend of mine said, you're beautiful, deep, tender, and brilliant. You're honest, authentic, generous, and deeply caring. You are open, deeply connected in the flow and visionary. You love and embody holiness. You're a wordsmith, a beautiful artist. You're devoted, loving, and have a heart of gold. You're curious, genuine, and pure of heart. You are so courageous and a lover of humans, animals, all life, the poignancy of life, and the fullness of the divine. And you're truly a beautiful woman holding the fullness of life, feeling deeply what it means to be a human. A beautiful woman birthing herself into the fullness of her being and her life. You're wise, tender, loving, generous, and deep. Your still waters running so deep. Nourishing so many by your presence. You're a precious jewel and a gift to us all. And I hope to share more on a similar topic tomorrow. Thank you for being with me. Be well.